Question for you is, you are looking at 8 years in prison. The state wants you to do the full 8, which is a part of your contract. Your defense attorney wants you to do 2. My question is, what do you think you deserve? The court is calling 2017 CR 9939, State of Texas versus Barbara Shorey. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Marcus Sanders.
for the defense?
David Player.
And are you Miss Shorey?
Yes,
I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to need to speak up, okay?
yes, sir.
Are you the same Barbara Shorey who was placed on community supervision in 2017 CR 9939 for the offense of robbery on June 21st, 2018 for a term of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
State?
Condition number 5, in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Barbara Shorey did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of July and August of 2021 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that, true or not true? I'm sorry,
True.
state?
Judge, we'll waive the others.
Any objections?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court can find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 8 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine? Did you understand? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Court is finding violation of condition number 5 true. Is there an agreement?
There is not, Judge.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
Judge, we are asking for revocation. This appears to be at least a 4th MTR. It looks like she's pled true to number 5s at least 3 times before. So she's shown that she's not a good candidate to continue probation. So we're asking that you revoke it.
Defense?
Your Honor, Barbara's just asking for another chance. I think the state, the probation office is recommending continue with some other conditions, and we'd like to consider that at this time.
But why should I?
Well, she has a long probation and she has children, and the probation office is recommending safety, so maybe the additional treatment will help her, get on the right track.
All right, Ms. Shore, is there anything you wish to say?
Um,
You want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes, yes,
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Barbara Shorey.
All right. You want to explain to the court why you haven't been showing up?
But this last time.
Okay, you need to lower your mask so that we can hear you.
I'm sorry, ma'am, it's because I'm quarantined for COVID right now.
Oh,
I'm
well,
under
put the mask on,
quarantine. That's all I'm saying.
but you need to speak up.
Okay. Well, this last MTR, I did report, I went to the office and they told me to leave the office because I had told the security that I had been exposed to COVID.
Well, see, here's the thing. The problem is you never show up. And when I say never, of course, I don't mean every single time, but I will tell you, every motion to revoke we have for you, it's because you're not showing up.
I did show up this last time, ma'am, but they asked me.
No, you just pled true to
Yeah.
not showing up.
They asked me to leave the office and I stepped outside and I spoke with my probation officer. She asked me to go get COVID testing. And I did, and I was positive for it. And I have proof with my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter.
So did you have COVID in July?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have COVID in August?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, well, no, July, I've had it in September, in August and September.
so you
But I
didn't
went
have
to
it in
report
July.
August, I'm sorry. I got out July 28th. I was released. And then in August, I was reporting. And that's when I went to go report. And they asked me to leave the office. When I left, I called her and I spoke to her outside. I said, ma'am, I'm right outside your office. Can you see me, please? She said, I want you to go get tested for COVID. So that's what I did. I went and got tested for COVID, tried to contact
So is
her.
there documentation for that?
Well, I have documentation at home.
No.
Not-
I mean, we're here today for a
Yeah,
hearing.
She never answered my calls. She just MCR'd me.
Well, here's the problem. You were placed on probation on June 2018. That was before my time. But during my time, you were brought to court on March 5th, 2019 for not reporting. And so your conditions were altered and amended to include mid-mouth evaluations. And you had a TAP evaluation. Then we come back on May 21st, and there's a new number 5, which means you're not reporting. Then we come back on May 17th, and it was recalled for May 18th. And then it was recalled for May 21st. Then we come back on May 21st, and it's not reporting. And now we're here for not reporting.
I understand. Next,
Yes.
okay, the first MTR, my mother was very sick and I had to take care of her. I went through a lot of stuff with her. The next one, I got my kids back. And, since then, like I've had 2 of my daughters raped and I've been going through the process of CPS, which CPS has been involved in, where I've been staying with my mother and with my children and trying to get me back. Cause I do not have rights to them, cause my rights were terminated. So after 10 years, their father, he abandoned them and then they were with their grandfather, which ended up molesting them and physically abusing them. And this has all been documented. And, I was just trying to, get
Okay,
things
see, that's your,
together.
and let me just tell you, you know who's the cause of that? Not of the fact that offenses were committed against them,
Yeah.
but their problem is they don't have a single parent who's watching out for them. They have a parent, which is you, who commits robberies and does not report for probation. And again, this is the 3rd time, I believe, that we've been here for you not reporting. So I'm going to grant the state's motion. So the question is, state, how much time are you asking for?
Judge, the underline is 8, so we're asking for 8.
Defense?
We're asking for 2 at this point.
All right, Miss Shorey, what should I sentence you? You're looking at 8 years. And that's what the agreement was for you to do, 8 years in prison if you didn't successfully complete probation, and you have not successfully completed it. So I'm granting the state's motion. I am going to revoke you. The only question is, how much time should I give you? So how much time do you think you deserve?
I've already had all this time taken away from my kids. So at this
Okay,
point,
they are
now,
children.
Yeah.
They're not kids. And number 2, the reason why you've had time away from your children is because of you. It's not because of me. It's not because of the state. It's not because of your defense attorney.
Yeah, it's because of my past, with my my ex-husband and student being in a physical relationship, physically abused and then emotionally and mentally. Like him and his family.
What does that have to do with the fact that you're on probation for robbery? I'm sympathetic to your plight. I'm sympathetic to people who have been victims of abuse. I've had people in my family who have been victims of abuse, so I'm sympathetic to you.
I understand. that.
But my question for you is, you are looking at 8 years in prison. The state wants you to do the full 8, which is a part of your contract. Your defense attorney wants you to do 2. My question is, what do you think you deserve?
I think I deserve. Whatever it's on you, Judge. It's on you, Judge.
Okay. All right. Did she ever pay the restitution of $175 to Rosemarie Mauricio probation? And did she complete any courses? Did you complete anger management?
I'm not sure if I took the class here when I was.
No.
Yeah.
Did you know if you completed anger management or not? Did you?
I'm not sure. ma'am. If I-
Probation,
if I
did she
completed
complete
what
anger management?
in-
Did you pay the $175 to Rosemarie Mauricio? So let me ask you this. What have you done since you've been on probation other than not report? Have you done anything?
I was trying to get my kids situated and.
Children, they're not kids. Kids are billy goats.
for my
So-
children. Yes, my children, I'm sorry.
What have you done since you've been on probation other than not report? Name me one thing that you have actually done, started or completed while you've been on probation.
from my probation.
Yes.
Honestly, it's right there. I have it.
Have you done anything?
Besides have been employed, I mean, that's all I can, that's all I can say.
Okay, so you've done nothing?
She's done a top evaluation and she did a mental health evaluation, but only the evaluation was completed.
No follow-up from her?
And then she's only paid a total of $92.88, of which went to the rest.
Okay,
We have one negative drug test also.
okay. So there is to be $87 restitution to Rose Marie Mauricio. And are you expecting or no?
No, ma'am, I'm sick from my liver. I have
Okay.
this.
Okay, all right. They will make sure you let them know at the jail and let them know at the prison that that's an issue so that they can give you treatment for that, okay?
Yeah, I have to.
All right, the court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Rosemary Mauricio
Well, we went through all that.
and her family or her residence.
If you work, it's a good story.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is, you do have a limited right to appeal. I'm sorry, could I see that again, please? You do have a limited right to appeal. And that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations, not the fact that you're on probation. Do you understand? Right. Your attorney will explain to you the appeal process. All right, because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, yes, yes.
If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, yes.
All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. Here's the thing, Miss Shorey. It appears that you may have a drug or major alcohol problem. You cannot be in your children's lives and actively be there if you don't take care of yourself first. And that means getting your drug issues under control, taking care of your mental health issues, taking care of your medical health. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. Court is calling 2022 CR 10787, State of Texas versus Brittany Cruz. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state
Debbie Cruz on behalf of the state, Your Honor.
defense?
Somebody's not right now.
Are you Miss Cruz?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, had you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. If you all could either whisper in the box and move to the other end so the court reporter will be able to hear. All right, Ms. Cruz, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand?
Yes.
Next, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, ma'am.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Ms. Cruz, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams as a third-degree felony? The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine? Did you understand? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Cruz, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes,
Are you a U.S. citizen?
yes, I am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the indictment as presented. There's a $1,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication, and there's to be restitution to the Bexar County Crime Lab for testing. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes.
Showing you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, are there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. The state is requesting that your term of deferred adjudication be for 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 150 hours community service restitution, and drug education course. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? To the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence?
At this time, the state introduces State Exhibit 1 and all of the attachments, Your Honor.
No objection.
All right, state, you can confer.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Cruz, I'm showing you what's entitled Waiving Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding you guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
It's her first felony offense. She's seems to be doing well. She's working part-time right now, cleaning homes. We're asking the court to grant her application.
All right, who is Sergio Huerta?
That's my ex.
Do you have any children with him?
No, no, no.
Do you have any children?
Yes, I do.
How many?
2,
Ages?
11 and 10.
Where are they?
My daughter's with my ex's sister, my ex-sister-in-law, and my son is going forward with my mom.
All right, so was Child Protective Services involved?
Yes,
And were your rights terminated?
yes.
Are those the only 2 children you have?
That was
What are you,
14.
are you living by yourself?
No, I live with my boyfriend.
Does he have any children?
Yes.
Do they live with you?
They live with me. Well, I'm staying there, so just,
I mean, do the children live with him?
yes.
And what are their ages?
18 and 2 twins are 16.
All right, any children under the age of 16?
No, ma'am.
Where, just as a side note, where is their mom?
Oh, well, they're going to go, that's,
Okay. When
Yeah.
when you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you are going to get a drug test today.
yes.
What is the result?
And this,
All right, when's the last time you used?
a couple of weeks ago, I believe, but I've been.
And what did you use a couple of weeks ago?
Maybe like 3 weeks.
No, what did you use? What substance?
Oh, methamphetamine.
Okay. All right, any other questions?
Just to clarify, just the CPS case was in 2013.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's, still providing for that.
You pay, you give her money,
Yes, yes.
and she does send her daughter.
All right, 2 years deferred adjudication, $1,000 fine, probated. Restitution to the Bexar County Lab for testing. No unsupervised contact with minors. no contact with Sergio Pablo Huerta. Drug education course. I want 90 sober meetings in 90 days. 150 hours community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. I'm going to order parenting classes because there are minors that she's in contact with. And if she ever intends to have any contact with her 11-year-old and 10-year-old, she's going to need parenting classes. Once she completes the parenting classes, the remaining of the community service hours can be waived. I'm going to want proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider, no employment with minors, and you are not to be employed at any location, restaurant, whose primary source of income is through the sales of alcohol. You understand? I'm going to want a TAP evaluation, and you need to be honest in the TAP. If the TAP evaluation recommends inpatient treatment, I'm going to want intensive outpatient treatment. If it recommends outpatient, supportive outpatient, I'm still going to want intensive outpatient treatment. There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. We're going to do the UA hotline with her, and we're going to do the UA hotline with her for at least 3 months, and we'll see how that goes. If all goes well, then she can go to regular testing. And I'm going to want field visits 2 times per month, and we can do that for 3 months and see how it goes. Probation, is there anything else that she needs? Yes. Is there anything else that you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, not that I can think of right now.
All right. In this court, your attorney will tell you communication is key. When people are placed on deferred adjudication or probation, I want them to be successful. I don't want to have to send somebody to prison. Many of the people that you see over in the box, they were either on probation, didn't communicate, didn't report, or whatever they did not do. You understand? Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. Here's the thing, meth and all of these drugs that people are doing on the street, you don't know what's in them. Maybe the last time you use it, don't let that be you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Let me tell you what actually went down in Judge Stephanie Boyd's courtroom. Arbor Shorey stood there, mask on, voice low. She had pleaded true to failing to report for probation. Again, this wasn't her first violation. It wasn't even her second. The judge had seen this movie before. Shorey tried every card. She said she caught COVID. She said she lost her kids. She said her ex-husband abused her. Her rights were terminated. Her children were hurt by their grandfather. It was heartbreaking stuff, until Judge Boyd stopped her. You know who's the cause of that? The judge asked. Not the abuse, not the system. They have a parent who commits robberies and does not report for probation. That was the moment everything shifted. The judge asked a simple question. What have you actually done since 2018? Shorey couldn't name one thing. No anger management. No drug treatment. Only $92 paid toward $175 restitution. So you've done nothing, Judge Boyd said. Not angry, just factual. The state wanted 8 years. The defense asked for 2 minutes. Judge Boyd gave Shorey one final chance to speak. What do you think you deserve? Whatever you decide, Judge. And just like that, 6 years in prison. Before the bailiff stepped forward, Judge Boyd softened for just a second. You cannot be in your children's lives if you don't take care of yourself first. It wasn't cruelty. It was the hardest kind of love. And sometimes, that's what justice looks like.